Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all good, all fantastic out there. What you're seeing on the screen is just a conversation between the two guys before the show actually began, or let me say before they got into the topic and stuff like that. They are giving some tips on how you can maybe make it easy for yourself in the wood. Nhlanhla likes to call it like that, ekasi, in the cities and everything like that. So they are just going to give you some tips, right? Tell me in the comments whether you would take these tips and use them, and maybe you have tried them before. You can let me know if they work or they don't work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Let's get to it.
Countries in the world where the airport is like a library. Everyone is quiet and not to Lana Fetu. Gabby say, one hello, events and la pano, Machi, we are podcast. Hey, we are telling I'm fine. Come now, how?
I hate that thing. Yeah. Service ya mutaki nje. Cause I didn't give service in fact.
It's Ubuntu. It's Ubuntu. Upume German. Ubuye German nina.
Sometimes, to their defense, because of my experience in aviation and in airport,
sure.
The more you speak to someone, it's a security thing. The more you can get out of it.
It's a fact.
The passport is written, Tsepo Pizzo. I'm stamping it. How? Umutswana kokai, pizzo ye kya kokai. Oh, kya northwest, kokai ko northwest. But I can hear the tongue is rolling different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mama how kema? How wanaka? Sirasi. Then I can start pressing my button. Yeah. I have a problem here.
That's how we do it. That's our intelligence.
Defense. Yeah, that's our intelligence. You know, I've done videos where I've said to women, when a group of dodgy guys come to you, if you play best man and say, "Dumelamba wuti likai kitenyi alinchaile man kimo play kenya krenmo," there's a chance that you won't get mugged if they respond to you. And even if you do get mugged, you can now go to the police station because you interacted. They speak Tswana, the other one spoke Zulu. And then, so if we police catch suspects, they've got information to match. But then girls, even if guys say, sister.
Yeah. And I guess the level of aggression also decreases. So even if, let's say, they do something to you.
Yeah.
Let's say they wanted to go extreme.
Yeah.
Whatever the extreme is. Now you're decreasing your armor of fish. Was all the listeners to play sharp? Jailing for Unifela.
Yeah.
The number of stories I've heard of people mugging someone, about to mug someone, and then they speak in a language. Hey, Umusuju.
Yeah. Defeats you.
Manje bafowethu seningibambe umsulu awusiwo lamashangane la ayinodlula bafu hey now ngathi uthwele kanzima and you're like hey I dodged the cars that have a sticker of Shembe is the way and umqhele in the inside hanging on the rear view mirror and udlala umaskandi. I can almost guarantee that there has to be some type of insurance policy of sorts.
It is. It's like a pirate sticker or a cheap sticker in the hood.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Someone sees it. Hey. Yeah. No.
Sure. And then when people started doing that, and we knew that you're not a pirate, it's just a white guy from Kaika, you just put a sticker on your Golf. Then the ANC sticker or the old MK sticker or the new MK sticker, then we know like this is black affiliation and a dangerous one, not just a normal one.
Yeah.
So hey, this car, hey, leave it. You know. So it's one of those things.
I think clan names, I guess, could arguably be also a security. Because we used to know, who are you knowing? Clap. You're like, okay, we know your fingerprint, your footprint, and who you're from. Because wakas go to, lenga say inkomen, it's like, okay, no.
And you know, I hope
no, you're definitely not from that place. We don't know who you are.
What you guys are saying, I hope people take it like, no, actually, as a woman, I must try to do this thing. Because you know, people, no, why must men think like that in the first place? You're like, hey, we're trying to protect you.
Stop telling the victim. Tell the perpetrators to stop hurting us.
Swag. Let me tell you, because you're all moving now in this world of
cosmopolitan,
global, capitalist society, etc. You're all finding better opportunities through. When I get to move from KZN to Soweto, obviously I'm renting. The first thing you must do as a woman, you go to the shops because it's a common place. Know the guy there, know the girl there. From there, you start attending community meetings so that you can understand who's influential. There's a Goko that when she speaks, even if she's wrong, like at the taxi boss meeting, there's a guy there that even if he's wrong, nobody says anything.
Yeah.
So you must then introduce yourself to that person so that you inherit a mother at least, like you, hey ma, Gujani, sure. And then, most important, the guys that are undermined, that are chilling the street corners because we live in a world where even the call center job is prioritized for the woman. And you think those guys are stupid because there's no opportunity for them in this time and space. Those guys, make sure, because they're the ones that will break into your place. They're the ones, if you're driving a car, they're the ones that are going to break into the car and steal your sound. And if you are going to get raped, trust me, it's going to rape you. Make friends. I'm from Kwamashu, my tongue is strong, and this is on a community. Now and then say something, but now and then say something like, and then they laugh at you, but you are their friend now. Now and then it's a Saturday, you're not going to work. You know, Akim not disbanding, just that, you know, but break here,
That community meetings thing is also like visiting the churches.
100%, similar vibe.
I want to tell,
sorry. But the girls want presence on social media, virtual. That's not your real community. If someone rapes you, you can go on Instagram and tweet and Facebook after you get. No one's going to help you on that thing, dude.
Sadly,
absolutely no one. But
but look, Twitter's done a lot. Sorry, in terms of finding people. But in terms of what you're saying about the community,
I'm saying right now, maybe Twitter can help you if you
identify
if you have a picture or something. But I'm saying at least prevent that thing from happening.
Yeah.
Because in the hood, as soon as a weird car parks, we know all the cars, JJX, what triple GGP. I'm man. This one we don't know. Ubando. And then you go knocks. It was the day for that girl to get broken into the house, to get broken into, possible rape. But the guys, that we call nyopes, are the ones that protected you before the blue uniform came.
Two quick stories. The first one is, so I have these Penuelism gatherings around the country, and the one time in Durban, I was with the guy who told me he used to work for an Indian, black young guy, says he used to work for an Indian drug dealer in Durban. And he's like, the most intelligence he'd get was from the Nyaupe boys.
Yeah.
Because you see them chilling in the corners, but they're collecting all the intel. They know what time you leave the house, what time you come back.
Sure.
They know who drives which car. They know who's cheating where, what. And when you want information, when you want protection, when you want. So those small things of buying those guys in cars or what, they become your people.
Yes.
The second story is Nhlanhla Sbego would become one of the first owners of a Pick n Pay franchise when Pick n Pay was, they bought or score and then they converted them.
Sure.
So his one was in Kliptown.
Yeah.
And I had the pleasure and privilege of meeting him and befriending him through a mutual friend, Utsepo Matabati. Nhlanhla would tell me that some of the information they shared as franchisees and people in the retail space was Mausekasi, the first thing you do is you find out who are the biggest criminals here. And then you go and you meet them and you befriend them. And if you can, you hire them as your security. Those guys will make sure. And those guys will also tell you, as much as we're the biggest criminals here, every now and then in case. Just would be strong, be grand. They also give us some of the feedback. It's like, from Elinikasi that is funa mhlawumbe kuzoshaya la, so sesibacavile fast.
Yeah, sure.
And you're like, okay, and you learn, and these things you can only learn on the street and speaking to people and building community, which we've killed with the silo living. You live in a complex block of flats, you don't even know your neighbor.
For sure.
Anyways, Nhlanhla Lux, welcome, bro. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yep.